Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Infinity, and this is Magnetize Yourself, where we talk about life, love, spirituality, and of course, the law of attraction. So today's video is going to be a little bit different. I've been doing a few more of these kind of specific reading videos where we are diving into more specific aspects of your personal spiritual journey or the connections that may be currently significant to you. So do let me know in the comments if you enjoy these more specific videos. I would love to do more of these in the future. You can also leave me recommendations if you have any. But in today's video, I really want to talk about your soul contract, because we all create a soul contract prior to incarnating here on earth. And while we often think of our soul contract in terms of how we are destined to connect with other souls, like our soulmates or our twin flame, if you're on a twin flame journey, there is so much more to our soul contract than just those specific soul connections and meetings, because our soul contract also encompasses our purpose in life, the things that we are here to do and to create and to be on the planet. So I am going to be taking a look at your soul contract and what themes might be showing up in your life as a result of this contract, maybe some of your individual purposes on this planet. Now, of course, this reading is still collective, even though these videos are meant to be a bit more specific than my main collective readings on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But still, I always recommend using your own intuition and only taking the messages that personally align for you and feel most resonant for you, and connect to your intuition, because your intuition is the compass of your life experience. So I'm going to just start this reading by shuffling and tuning into the energies. I don't really know specifically what we're going to be talking about in regards to your soul contract, but we are going to be exploring your lifelong agreements on this planet, whether those are with other souls or on more of a generalized level. While I'm shuffling, of course, if you would like to manifest a more specific message from the reading, I do recommend subscribing to the channel and liking the video, as these are forms of energetic transference that do tend to allow me to pick up more easily on your energy and channel more specifically for you and your situation. So, what is your soul contract? Okay, I'm hearing born into illusion. Wow. So we have the Deceit card, and we also have this card sitting on the third eye chakra. So you were born into illusion, meaning you were born into a circumstance or an environment or a situation that had you disconnected from something that your soul knew to be true. Now, of course, this can look different from person to person. This may have been a particular group that you were born into, a very rigid belief system, a certain family dynamic, or just society generally. But I feel you were born into illusion in some sense. And from a young age, I feel that these environmental or social influences disconnected you from something that your soul knew to be true. For some of you, this may have actually disconnected you from your sense of strength and confidence within yourself. Some of these influences may have caused you to question yourself, because the knowing that you were born with was so different from what the people around you were telling you. For some of you, you may have been born with a specific goal, dream, or vision, and you were discouraged away from it. For others of you, you may have just been born into an environment that was designed to cause you to question yourself and to not necessarily be confident within yourself. There also may have been some kind of power dynamic in your life. With the man holding a coin in the upright position, I feel as though there has been someone or something that has had some measure of physical power over you. So this could have been a boss, a very strict workplace environment, society's standards or expectations, or this even could have been, for some of you, a father figure. Maybe this was an ex-partner that was very domineering or controlling. I'm just getting this element of you feeling as though your true self was being controlled by some kind of system, dynamic, or person that had, at least in your mind, some kind of material power over you for a period of time. And I feel that with the root chakra here in the upright position, a lot of your life in the beginning may have felt as though you were, I'm hearing just like in survival mode, feeling like you had to do what you needed to do just to make it, just to survive. Now, I might not be talking about literal survival, although this could be literal physical survival for some of you. For others of you, I feel as though this may have been emotional survival, just being able to exist in a state of contentment required a huge amount of effort and energy because of the environments or the influences or people around you, especially from a young age. I feel that for whatever reason, there wasn't a lot of time initially for you to really deeply explore who you were on a soul level. Maybe life felt very busy or very chaotic, or again, maybe there were these domineering influences that seemed to be kind of lowering your sense of self-worth and preventing you from really exploring your own depths as a soul, exploring your own soul purpose in this life. What else can I channel here? I feel that now there's been this shift on your journey where you've now had the time and space opening up to really do that deeper exploration. And for a time that may have led to a bit of a hermit mode because you had spent so much time in the chaos and the busyness, maybe around a lot of other people. And so something shifted that actually created the space for you to do that deeper inner healing and exploration. And I'm hearing to actually activate your own ancient healing ability, meaning your ability to shift energy, whether that was shifting energy within yourself, stabilizing and grounding yourself, or doing something that's very emotionally healing towards others, towards the collective. And all of this seems to be coming through work that you've been doing on your heart space. So working on your heart chakra has been a major theme, I feel, recently in terms of your soul contract. It's been about releasing fears that were weighing on your heart and actually preventing you from accessing this full potential as this being of light and love and this emotional healer that you are. I'm hearing fear was holding you back. So much recently has been about deprogramming this fear from your heart, which, by the way, as you are doing this deprogramming, it isn't just releasing it for you. It's actually assisting in releasing those collective fear dynamics as well. It's a very powerful work that you are doing on a planetary level as well. So I'm going to be reshuffling here. I know that these messages have right away gotten pretty deep. So what else can I channel about your lifelong agreements or your soul contract? Bad timing with the 8 of Wands reversed. So I'm hearing your perfect, divine, highest timing has often felt like the wrong timing or like bad timing to your conscious human mind. So you may have carried around this sense as though you aren't moving fast enough or you aren't doing things on the right timeline. Specific milestones in your life might seem to be happening more quickly for your peers or the people around you. And again, you may have just kind of lived with this sense of almost being behind a curve. But ironically, this is part of your soul contract, and it's not bad timing. It's alternate timeline. That's actually alternate. It's interesting. I meant to say alternate timing, but what came out is alternate timelines. So it's almost like you are helping the collective shift into an alternate timeline by following your divine timing that looks so behind the curve, the timing of others. It's not behind the curve. It's actually ahead of the curve, in a sense that you, by following your own highest timing that looks off to others, is actually helping the collective to shift onto a higher timeline. Because all of those forms of timing that society was clinging on to were really just artificially based anyway. And you are showing people that through the way that you live your life. I also feel that with the Three of Swords reversed, I'm hearing forgiving those who will never ask for your forgiveness has been a major theme in your soul contract in this world. Because I feel that things have occurred in your life where you've encountered individuals that have caused you some kind of emotional hurt or pain, or created obstacles along your journey. And you may have carried around that hurt on your heart space. And that hurt, that holding on, was actually preventing you from accessing your highest energy, from accessing your fullest potential. So a lot of your journey has been about learning to internally release that pain, to heal internally what others are never going to heal for you, to forgive internally things that others might never ask verbally for forgiveness for. Now, of course, you still set these self-supportive boundaries with those individuals. You're still self-loving, self-supportive, and all of that. Just because you internally forgive someone, of course, doesn't mean you have to continue having a physical 3D connection with them. But I'm getting that you're doing this internal forgiveness for you to break through your own internal obstacles and free yourself to accessing your highest energy and your highest potential. I'm also hearing defying the expectations of others. So maybe in a general sense, a lot of your life has been about defying the expectations of others. Now, this could go either direction. Maybe people didn't expect much of you or didn't expect you to amount to much, and you are proving them wrong. You are defying those expectations. But for others of you, they may have really expected you to be a certain way or tried to put you in a very specific box, and you are defying those expectations by breaking free of that box, by living in a way that's very unconventional, but is also so freeing to others. And right as I'm saying that, I pull the card, don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? So a lot of your soul contract, your lifelong agreements kind of with the collective here on the planet in this lifetime have been about having the courage to find your stability in your unconventionality, whether that's the unconventionality of your life generally, of your timing in life, as we were talking about earlier, of your expression of self, of your spirituality, whatever this is for you. And I feel especially at this moment, so much of your journey is about continuing to maintain that sense of stability in being unique and being different and being this unconventional emanation of yourself, and not dimming that light in order to attempt to fit the expectations of others or even to make others more comfortable. Because the tricky thing is here, you are also someone who's extremely empathic. So this means you're very capable of picking up on energies from other people, even projections from other people, even judgments from other people. So you can sense when others are potentially judging you or projecting onto you because you, in a sense, make them uncomfortable with your uniqueness or your differentness, or even just your light, your boldness in shining that light. And so your soul contract with the collective is to continue shining regardless, to not dim that light, to fit in, because that light is actually illuminating the way for so many others as well. which, because you are an empath and someone who absorbs so much energy, I do recommend daily energetic hygiene, whatever that means for you personally. For myself, I use subliminals for this kind of energy hygiene because I find that meditating with subliminals really deeply clears my energy in a comprehensive way and helps me to vibrate higher more consistently and to manifest more of my desires in life. I've been using them for years, and I've seen more results using subliminals than any other manifestation technique I've tried in the past. So because I'm so passionate about them, I am now sharing my own subliminals with all of you through my app, Sound and Soulful. And specifically, if you are someone who's very empathic, I do recommend exploring my 7 chakra clearing subliminal, because this is a really deep level, comprehensive energy clearing tool to help you clear out any potential blockages in any of the 7 chakras and really align with your highest energy and therefore the highest vibrational outcomes in all areas of your life. But you can also explore around the other subliminals I do have in the app. I have them for really so many areas of life, for mood, mindset, energy clearing, love, relationships, and many other things as well. And there is a new search feature in a recent update of the app, so you can actually search for different subliminal topics as well. And if you do want to explore my app and start utilizing these subliminals to shift your mindset and magnetize yourself for your desires, then the link to download the app is in the pinned comment and description box underneath this video. Okay, so let's channel a bit more into your soul contract or your lifelong agreements. So I have the card Sacred Space. And I'm hearing a very specific message that won't be for everyone, but for some of you listening, I'm getting that you are creating a sacred space for others, or maybe this is something that you are in the process of creating. Now, when I talk about a sacred space, this could, of course, be a physical place that you are creating or that you've created that others come to connect with themselves more fully in some sense. But this also could be a non-physical space. So this could be you creating sacred space for others emotionally or energetically through the way that you interact with them. Maybe you are someone who has clients in some capacity, whether you are a therapist or a coach, or maybe you are literally creating things that people connect with personally in a sacred way, like music, art. However this is showing up for you, I feel part of your soul contract here on earth with the collective involves you creating sacred spaces for others, ways for others to connect more deeply with their own soul, with their own internal self. I'm also getting the experience of you is in itself a sacred space. I saw the number 1818, so that might be significant for someone. But even just connecting with you platonically, romantically, in business is a sacred space within itself. We also have the card Inner Child. So especially because of the circumstances it seems you were born in, where you may have felt like you had to dim your light to fit in, or where you may have had this kind of cloud over your third eye, over your intuition, where people try to make you question what your soul knew. I feel that this inner child reconnection has played and continues to play a huge role in your spiritual growth and development. I'm hearing your inner child is the key. So if you've been feeling a little bit stuck lately in some sense in your life or on your spiritual path, then doing exercises to reconnect more deeply with your inner child might actually be a key to really realigning yourself with more of your soul's highest timeline, with more of your highest purpose in life. I'm hearing your inner child knows the way. So I feel many of the things that you love to do as a child are now things that actually all along were part of your soul purpose. It's just that you didn't realize it at the time So for someone listening, you may have had certain soul gifts or creative abilities that actually showed up as a child, even if they were dismissed by others initially, that you are now revisiting and cultivating in a deeper way. So I am going to be closing this reading with one final Rumi Oracle card. I really hope that some of these messages were helpful in guiding you along your soul's journey through life on the planet at this time. If you did connect with anything from the reading, I would love to hear from you in the comments. And of course, you can subscribe to the channel, join our beautiful community of like-minded, conscious, creative beings here on YouTube. You can also follow me on Instagram at @magnetizeyourself. And if you do feel guided to it, the link to download my sound and soulful subliminals app is in the pinned comment and description box underneath the video. I am going to be closing this reading with a Rumi Oracle message, and the Rumi card that I pulled for you today is Divine Discontent. So let's read a little guidebook message here. Winter falls upon us, so spring can bring new growth. Cry the tears, allow the longing. Sadness brings surrender and a deep desire to be free. The guidebook also says, there is a sense within you, perhaps quite obvious to your conscious mind, or perhaps only dimly registered as an unnameable underlying sense of anxiety that something in your life is not quite right. It may be the sense, even amongst so much gratitude, of a yearning yet to be met, a longing yet to be fulfilled and satisfied. This is the pain of the awakening heart. That heart is capable of bliss and ecstatic reverence for the sheer beauty and wonder of creation. Yet, as the heart matures, there will be a process of deep, passionate longing that awakens for the divine. It is the impatience for the caress of the great lover, for the presence of the divine to come to you. As devotion grows and passion for the divine intensifies, so too does this yearning, so much so that you may come to feel as though your heart is breaking for the divine. If you seek understanding, then know this, dear blazing angel, you are just waking from the deepest slumber, and with your awakening heart, you are realizing a truth, a part of you, deeper and wider, vast and more instinctive, truthful and intelligent than your mind, is lonely for the divine embrace. This is right. This is sensible. This is sanity. So I'm going to go ahead and close the reading here. Thank you so much again for tuning in today. I am sending you all huge amounts of love and light energy. Have an amazing remainder of your day, and I will connect with you here again in the next video.